Gotta get Bacon in the camera here at Miss Mystic's Rainbow Cup After Go Fest party. Got a special button pin from my man Jacob from Wake Up, Texas. Over here about to do another Rainbow Cup. I said I was gonna do 3 this month. Didn't know there's gonna be one here. It's gonna be my second one. So when I get back to ND, only gotta do one more to hit my goal. Looking forward, maybe getting matched up against my man Jacob here.
I probably will end up doing like 6. I've been doing a lot of practice.
We're waiting for this thing to start. We're gonna get it in. 87 RSVPs, 56 participants, the largest PvP tournament I've attended since the Pogo DMV Boulder Cup, and even exceeding that. Amazing turnout. Let's begin. I am matched with Joninator 1996, who has a pretty interesting lineup. Venusaur is at a severe disadvantage here, being weak to ice, fire, bug, and not effective at all against Kingdra. Azumarill looks like the safest lead, so I will lead with Azumarill and begin match 1. He leads with Lapras. I don't have to worry about shielding. His Ice Beam is not very effective. Azumarill can handle it. I decide to farm a little extra energy, get that Lapras to play rough. Again, I'm not going to shield the Ice Beam. There's no point. Azumarill could take it. Getting Lapras down pretty decently. He shields my play rough attack. Azumarill did a great job. I decided to save my shields for later and come in with Lantern to finish off Lapras. Again, not shielding that Ice Beam. Not very effective. Instead, just rack up some energy and save it for the next Pokemon. Butterfree's out next. Thunderbolt gets the last shield. Get another Thunderbolt before he's able to get a charge move off. Doing great. Rapidash comes out. Charge Beam is going to work on it. No more shields. Hydro Pump, uncontested. Match 1 goes to me. For match 2, he decides to switch his lead to Azumarill and then immediately switches out to Cloyster. So I decide to take advantage of the switch lock and switch into my Lantern for super effective damage. Not going to shield this ice attack, no point. I get my Thunderbolt off, get 1 shield out of him. Next Thunderbolt gets charged up, but priority gets the best of me here. I decide to shield that to keep him up because I know I'm either going to get his last shield or take him down. He throws out Kingdra and is able to take me down before I can get my charge move off. Should have probably brought Azumarill out in this situation, but I brought back Fortress. His Kingdra's tearing me apart, downs Fortress. Finally, I bring back Azumarill, which I should have done to begin with. He switches out into his Azumarill, and we're just gonna have to trade through a play rough mirror match here. I have no shields, he has no shields. Health bars are starting to get low, and I panic and go for an Ice Beam here, just trying to get a charge move off, when I could have stayed and waited for the play rough to finish it off, and possibly had a little bit of extra health to take down the Kingdra, who downs me instantly. Match 3, I win the lead, super effective. My Lantern has Charge Beam, not worrying about his Avalanche. Thunderbolt, I got a shield out of him. He comes back again, not shielding. Again, Thunderbolt, take him down just like before. Lapras comes out, I get my charge move up, I get his last shield already. Lantern did a great job, Lantern goes down. I bring out my Azumarill, who's going to resist everything that Lapras throws at it. I eat that Ice Beam, give Lapras a little bit of that play rough. I'm not sure why I decided to show that Ice Beam right there, but hey, play rough, takes Lapras out. Then back to the mirror match. Only thing to do here is keep charging up and unleashing as many play roughs as possible. Protect the Azumarill. And I'm doing a great job at whittling him down. He gets to play rough, takes my Azumarill down. My Fortress has enough health to finish the job. It resists that Ice Beam, resists that play rough. And I finally get the Rock Tomb charged up. No shields to get in my way. Azumarill goes down and round 1 is done. Round 2 puts me up against SHG Montoya. We share 4 of the same Pokemon. He has a Typhlosion instead of Charizard, and he has an Executor, which I don't have too much experience going up against. Finally bring Charizard off the bench. Again, my Venusaur had to watch out for every Pokemon on his lineup except for Lantern. I decide to lead with Fortress and begin match 1. He leads with Lantern, which is pretty good. My Rock Tomb is going to take forever to get charged up, and he is just farming away on my Fortress. He gets that Thunderbolt off, takes my Fortress down pretty easily. I throw out Lantern, hoping I can win this mirror match. I don't shield his Thunderbolt. I return my own Thunderbolt, take his Lantern down. He brings out his Exeggutor, which I am not taking no chances with at all. I switch into Charizard. He switches into Typhlosion. He shields. He comes at me with Blast Burn. I shield that because Charizard cannot take a hit. I fire back with my own Blast Burn. And surprisingly, I drop Typhlosion after another quick attack. His Exeggutor comes out and instantly takes down my Charizard. I don't know how I was not able to get a charge move off here, but he hits me with back-to-back seed bombs and ends match 1. Match 2, I lead with Fortress again. He leads with Exeggutor. He's instantly out of there, throws out Lantern. I switch out Lantern, can eat that Thunderbolt better than Fortress can. And my Lantern takes his out. He comes in with Exeggutor. I am switch locked, so able to get a shield out of him here with the Thunderbolt attack. And he just read my mind here. He knew I was coming back in with Fortress. He called out his Exeggutor as soon as I threw out my Fortress. The best switch ever. I don't know what happened here. I was not able to get off my move. He gets my other shield out of me. I'm able to hit it with a Dragon Claw. Another quick attack takes down Typhlosion. If only I could get to my Blast Burn, but CMP hates me. He gets off his Psychic and takes down my Charizard. Round 2, I'm through. Round 3 against Kalido 2012. Pretty even squad here. Venusaur can definitely get some work in on this crew. Only having to watch out from the Ice Beam from Azumarill and Earthquake from Meganium and Quagsire. I lead with Fortress and begin match 1. We both lead with Fortress. Let the mirror match begin. We're going to do a little dance and make a little noise. He gets his charge move off first. It is Heavy Slam. You know what? I need to teach my Fortress Heavy Slam. I decided to block that Heavy Slam because I'm not trying to go down first. He blocks my Rock Tomb. Cool. We're just going to use quick moves until someone goes down. He goes down first. He comes out with Charizard to instantly take mine down. I counter with my Lantern. Charged Beam for the win. Eat that first Blast Burn. He switches into Quagsire, which is perfect because I brought my Venusaur off the bench. So you know what? Tear Quaggy up. I get that last shield out of him. You know what? I have to watch out for that. I'm going back in with that Vine Whip. Take down Quagsire. His Charizard comes out to meet a Sludge Bomb and goes down. Match 2 begins and I lose the lead. His Meganium's gonna rip it to my Lantern, so I switch out into Fortress. He hits me with an Earthquake, which hurts. Then he switches out into Quagsire, but I already know it's not Earthquake. Wouldn't have charged up so fast. Rock Tomb gets a shield out of him. Just a Sludge Bomb. I should have counted the attacks better. But you know what? I'm coming back out with Venusaur. Now he wants to use the Earthquake, which hurts. So Venusaur isn't able to do much to him, and then he switches out into Charizard, and all I'm left with is my Lantern. Wish I didn't shield here, but I did. Thunderbolt got his last shield. Now it's just a race to the charge moves. I thought Blast Burn was coming here, but thankfully it's just Dragon Claw. He goes out Quagsire and he drops instantly to Charge Beam, which it resists. And Meganium is last. I get a Thunderbolt charged up, hoping to do as much damage as I can, and it drops. He gets match 2. Tiebreaker match 3. I win the lead. Attacks a few times and then switches into Charizard, so I switch back into Lantern. Charge Beam him up, get his first shield. I don't know what's coming, and once again he gets a shield out of me. Gets another move charged up, not falling for it this time. I'll eat that Dragon Claw. Get his last shield out of him with this Thunderbolt attack. Lantern drops, but you know what? He did his job. It's cool. Both my remaining Pokemon are weak to Charizard. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw out Fortress because of Rock Tomb. Thankfully, Fortress is able to take down Charizard before it hits the yellow. He comes in with Quagsire. I switch back to my Venusaur, and I wish I would have left Fortress in because he hits my Venusaur right where it hurts. Super effective. Venusaur goes down, and he brings Fortress right back out. He is whittling me away. My Rock Tomb finally takes it out, and he has Meganium, which is a perfect matchup. But Fortress is already weak. There's nothing I can do about this. Round 3 is he. Round 4 is against Dema89, and we only share 2 of the same Pokemon. Haven't went against too many Lapras or Ninetales in this cup. I study his lineup for a minute, and then I decide to lead with Azumarill and begin match 1. He leads with Quagsire, then switches into Blossom. I'm going to finish charging my moves up and I ended up tapping Play Rough by accident. But whatever, still got the shield down. I switch into Fortress. Switch lock works for me. Fortress is eating away at Blossom's health quickly. Go for the Rock Tomb on his Ninetales, and he blocks it. Ninetales will finish taking out my Fortress. I counter with the Azumarill. He unleashes Side Shock, and then he switches back into his Quagsire. I decide to shield this Stone Edge because Azumarill is already a little low. Dealing with a little bit of lag here. Always hate the lag. Finally, Ice Beam goes off. I take out his Quagsire. Ninetales and his Side Shock completely turns the match around for me. All I got left is Venusaur. Ninetales' health is pretty low. All I gotta do is get to my Sludge Bomb. As soon as I get to it, CMP says, nope, you're gonna take this Flamethrower. Match 2, I lose the lead. I'm trying to get out of here, and the game won't let me. But I get a perfect switch into Venusaur to eat that Leaf Blade. Right after, he switches into Ninetales, which is bad for Venusaur in every way. Just going to chalk Venusaur up as a sacrifice, bringing back a Azumarill to try and take this Ninetales down. I'm going to shield against this Side Shock because I need to get this thing out of here. Azumarill has to stay alive. I am out of shields. He still has a shield. I'm going to get his last shield out of him right here. But Azumarill is no match for that Razor Leaf, so he drops my Azumarill. But I do have my Fortress to drop this Blossom. But he switches into Quagsire to save his Blossom. And yes, another instance in which I wish I'd have got a second charge move for my Fortress. Round 4, I'm sore.
I'm Rodrigo. What's up, guys?
Not participating, but he had his Go Fest event today.
And I'm learning from the master Moafu right here.
Master.
Hey, I'm only one link.
Hey, Ike.
Hey, Ike, how you doing?
Doing great.
Just took a loss, which is it's okay because as long as you can come back from a loss and keep winning, that's how you play PvP.
What's your record so far?
2-3.
Up. We tied up.
So you're actually playing too?
Yeah, I
Oh,
play.
heck yeah, man.
I had a bye round, so it kind of helped me out a little bit. Hopefully, I can win round 6 and at least leave out of here with a 50%.
With a 50-50.
Yeah.
50-50.
Exactly.
That's always like the mark that you want to hit, you know, at least 50-50, right? How are you ranked right now? Are you a rival?
I am a rival, yeah. I'm trying to get to that challenger level.
I know, man. I mean, I came from Mexico for this, so I'm trying to get some training in with some of the top trainers.
Yes, sir. Sure. What about you? Are you a rival or a challenger?
Let's see here. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Yeah, right there.
Oh, he's a
He is. You got it.
You know what the funny thing is? I went from 6,000 to 200 in a month.
200. Wow.
I'll share my secrets if you come up and ask me, like this gentleman right here. I do teach people how to wafu and raid better, and he came up to me, and as soon as this tournament's over, I will dedicate all the time he needs to learn to do as many raids as he can in his community.
What is your channel, by the way?
Only one link. I'm
Only
from
one link.
Oklahoma City.
El Cazajuegos. It's a game hunting channel. Retro video games mostly.
Okay.
I go to like flea markets and secondhand places. And kind of deviating from that, focusing more on Pokemon. It's just like my username Arcana with 0 at the end.
Entering round 5, I am 1-3, which is horrible. But my 5th opponent has left the tournament early, so I end up taking a bye, which results in a free win for me, so that puts me at 2-3. So now we enter round 6, I'm paired up against Kyle, 5-6-6-9. This is my chance to go 50-50 and break even. We share 3 of the same Pokemon, pretty much 4. He has Ivysaur instead of Venusaur, Quagsire, and Mantine as well. Nothing I haven't seen before. I decide to lead with Fortress and begin match 1. He leads with Lantern, starts hitting me with that water gun, and then he switches into Charizard right as I get my Rock Tomb charged up, which is pretty cool. Shield number 1 down. I immediately switch into my Lantern for the type advantage. That Dragon Claw, I'm gonna just let that go. Thunderbolt gets the last obstacle out of the way. Called it right, it must shield this Blast Burn. Because even though Lantern resists, it still hits hard. Thunderbolt takes out Charizard. He returns with a Lantern for a mirror match. My Lantern does pretty good against it and makes him switch into Ivysaur. So I counter switch into Fortress, which obliterates Venusaur, so you already know what it's going to do to Ivysaur. Just take it down. And after another Rock Tomb and a few quick attacks, it goes down. He brings in Lantern. I'll decide to let Fortress go down, and my Lantern is so weak at this point. But I have shield advantage, so I win match 1. Match 2. Both lead with Lantern. His has Water Gun and mine has Charge Beam. And although his quick attack is doing more damage to me, I am getting to my charge moves faster. He eats my first Thunderbolt. I decide to eat his Thunderbolt, get into my next one. Soon after, I get a shield out of him. He gets a shield out of me. Go for the Thunderbolt, and I finally take his Lantern out. Mantine comes in next, and I'm like, oh, if I can just get to this Thunderbolt, I can take it down. But I get a shield instead. No, I'll settle for that. That's fine. It's your turn, Azumarill. Comes at me with Aerial Ace. Azumarill is eating that. Comes at me with Ice Beam. Azumarill's eating that. But hey, you want to play rough? Let's go. This guy holds on with a sliver of health and comes at me again with a charge move. Finally drops him. Wasn't expecting that last charge move. Charizard comes out. Bubble attack is going to work on it. Charizard does finish taking down my Azumarill. And I'm just left with Fortress, which is a horrible matchup. There's no way I'm getting to that Rock Tomb in time. And I don't have enough shields to make it work. So he takes match 2. Match 3 begins. Fortress versus Lantern yet again. I decide to switch into my Lantern. Eat that Thunderbolt, send a Thunderbolt back, get a shield out of him as he switches into Charizard. I don't know why he did that there. Must shield this Dragon Claw. Thunderbolt, I get his last shield. I am up on shields, and I have a positive matchup here. I know Blast Burn didn't get charged up that fast. I let Dragon Claw come through, and Lantern holds on to deliver one final Thunderbolt, taking down Charizard, instantly falling as soon as Ivysaur comes out. Throw out Fortress to counter Ivysaur, then he switches out into Lantern. Shield that Thunderbolt, because I don't want any of this energy going to waste. That last Thunderbolt, I'll let it take me out because I have a Azumarill coming for that Lantern, but whoa, he has an Ivysaur. That Power Whip devastates my HP bar, but I have this Ice Beam and he cannot block it. In round 6, I don't have a rhyme for that. I win round 6, I break even. My man Arrow from Waco, Texas. Got the 5-1 record. Me and him just had an exhibition match. Went to 3 rounds. I feel pretty good about it, being as though he had 5-1.
Y'all be safe going back to Indy.
I don't even feel like going back to Indy tonight, but I'm not about to stay in Chicago another night. I want to, if I would have planned ahead for it. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun here.
It'll be a long day, but it'll be worth it.
I don't know how many parts this video is going to be. I'm assuming 3. If you enjoy the content here on the channel, hit that like button, drop a comment. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning visitor, you've seen at least 3 of these videos, you still have not subscribed, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe button. And most importantly, share the video. With that said, we are out of here.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
All right, be safe.
All right, likewise. Got any words out of here? It's been a very long day.